Mutual, Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business.
What are you looking at there? Are you shopping?
I am not shopping.
You are shopping.
I am not
That looks
shopping.
Like you are shopping for a new
That is
suit.
a news story that came up on 9 News. You know those folks over there at 9 News. They're always on the cutting edge of what's going down, especially in the world of fashion. And I gotta side with the ladies on this one. This has got to be one of the most horrible ideas I've ever seen. First of all, it's a scrappy-headed kid with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay, that's not new. I mean, that's actually been trending for a while.
He's wearing a bow tie with a short collar. He is wearing what appears to be a seersucker suit jacket.
Okay, seersucker, very good for the summer.
And then he is wearing seersucker shorts.
You have a problem with shorts?
He has, in a suit?
Well, it's a bow tie. It's really a sport coat.
It's a
really not
suit.
a suit.
This is the trend. The fashion trend is online, or short suits, pant short suits. Charlie says yes. Ariane says yes. What do you say?
Why not?
I think it's horrible.
You think it's horrible?
Okay,
so here I might break some hearts here when I say, I know one of your favorite songs is that Happy Song.
Yeah.
And the guy.
Yeah.
Who sings that song?
Pharrell Williams.
Wears shorts with his button-down shirt in the video.
Okay.
Guy has the scrawniest legs ever, and I just look at him and think, put some pants on. Because his legs they're like little toothpicks that stick out, and so he's got, the big hat and the untucked shirt that's a little bit too big for him.
Notice we're not talking about his huge hat, which is the most ridiculous part of his.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's the toothpick that stick out of the shorts, out of his teeny little legs. His ankles have to be the size of my thumb. I mean, I guess
we should all be warned when Angel Tussey is around. Be careful if you wear shorts.
Well, this guy has very nice-looking legs.
Well, yes, but his suit is half undone.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
It is.
I mean, you wouldn't wear this.
That's the trend. That's why they brought it up on 9 News, is because they're wearing it to work. They're wearing it
you could wear it, I think, in most work situations.
Name one.
I don't know.
If you work at the beach, what?
Well, I mean, it is summertime, and so you're probably spending a little bit more time. I mean, even if you were doing sales calls, I think you could pull this off.
I cannot
because it's
keep
not
up
stuffy.
With the fashion
I mean,
things.
what would you have him show up in shorts and a t-shirt?
No, it's not stuffy. It's dumb. It's.
You don't like the bow tie.
I don't care about the bow tie as much as I care about the fact that the goober's wearing shorts with a suit.
The goober's wearing shorts with a jacket.
Yes.
Okay, he's not wearing shorts with a suit.
It's a suit. This is the suit. This is the complete suit. And the trend, you're not listening.
I'm not listening.
The trend is moving to suits that are shorts. I think it's dumb.
You think it's dumb?
I do.
What's your favorite trend then that you would like
I can't keep up with fashion. Everything I try doesn't work.
So what do you like?
Nothing.
Okay,
Nope.
so we don't like the shorts. What would you prefer?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nope.
Nothing.
I got nothing.
You got nothing. I just know I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't have an answer. I don't have something else I'd replace it with, but that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you wearing today?
Nothing.
Nice shorts. That jacket.
Stop.
He's got shorts on with his jacket.
I do not have shorts on with my jacket.
You wouldn't know because you can only see
You will if I stand up and start chair dancing.
Waist up. You tried on shorts, though, didn't you?
No.
You wanted to see.
No, I didn't try on shorts.
Now, these aren't short shorts. They go down to his kneecap. And so, I think that shorts
What
at
do they
work,
call those? Skorts?
like when women wear shorts at work,
Pretty
we're not
sure those
wearing.
are called skorts.
No, they're not. Short shorts. We're wearing shorts that go down to our knee. I think that's very respectable,
Knickers.
very classy. You don't have to worry about at your desk or, or anything
Call those
inappropriate.
little short pants.
Capris?
Capris. He's wearing capris.
No,
They
these
come
are
up
shorts.
to his knees.
They're above his knee. Capri would be below the knee.
This is the point. They're above his knee, not below his ankle.
They're not pants. They're really
That's the point.
shorts bad.
For a suit, yes.
Could you pair them if you paired the shorts with something else? Would
For
it be
God's
acceptable?
sakes, here comes Dr. Seuss.
Would it be?
All right.
Would it be okay if he just had it with a golf shirt?
I do not like
Could
them
he
with
wear
a
that
golf
to
shirt.
work?
I do not like them with a
No,
with
do you not wear
shorts.
shorts? You don't wear shorts. How many pairs of shorts do you own?
I don't think I'll ever wear a pair of shorts again. I'm completely freaked out by your reaction to shorts. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we've got a business show for you. We'll be back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilda Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to check out the most vibrant happy hour in Denver. Each kilt features a tremendous selection of cold Colorado craft beers, as well as 6 delicious new appetizers priced from $2 to $5, such as our tasty whiskey beef skewers. Join us for happy hour 3 to 7 p.m., 7 days a week at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilda Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Grassroots Radio Colorado, this afternoon at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
This is Angie Austin. Catch the good news with Angie Austin weekdays over on our sister station, 810 KLVZ. Now back to the Experience Pros on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
I don't know if I want to do this next segment.
We're not talking about shorts anymore.
I know, but we're going to talk about something, and you're going to turn it around. You're going to point the finger at me, and I will be your example again.
And this is not a good idea.
All right, let's talk about our smartphones.
You want to talk about your smartphone?
No.
All right, so I recently heard, at the end of the school year, there was a teacher who asked her students, they had the option. They could either take their math final or they could give up their smartphones for, it was like 2 or 3 weeks. I mean,
May I take 2 math finals?
It was pretty significant.
Calculus test?
So is that you would choose, I'm going to take the math final, I'll take an extra math final.
I'll take AP Physics.
Instead of giving up your smartphone. So do you think as a society we are becoming addicted, or is it too late? We are already addicted to our smartphones. How long do you think you could go without checking into your new portable device?
Nope.
We're all carrying them around. We can't seem to live without them. And Stephen J. Fogel, our next expert guest, he says it's shaping our personalities. He's the co-founder of Westwood Financial Corporation, which is one of the largest owner-operators of retail properties in the United States. Stephen, are you addicted to your smartphone?
Yes, but on the other hand, I would also claim guilty for being addicted to air, water, and food.
Well, okay. Hey, got a friend on this side. All right, Stephen, let's break into this thing here. How do we define an addiction? And as you just
do we all have to stand
it's
up?
Apparently essential.
Yeah, well, the way I would define the addiction is along the lines of proactive, reactive, and boundaries. So what I mean by that is that if your cell phone has the signal on or the vibrate on, so you totally know if there's an incoming message or one of your apps or something like that is trying to get a hold of you. So if you reactively respond to that and answer your cell phone, then I think no addiction necessary. But if at the same time that signal is still on and every couple of minutes you're looking at your cell phone wondering if you missed something or hoping a call came or in fear that a call will come, then you're definitely doing it on a proactive basis.
All right.
And the other thing is, though, that's very important is your boundaries. Like one of the studies that's gotten so much traction lately comes out of researchers staying in fast food restaurants and observing families with their meals and their cell phone, and it's becoming so prevalent that the parent will sit the kid down with the French fries and the hamburger and spend the entire time on their cell phone. So if your boundaries are causing you to spend your valuable time with your family, with your friends, and instead of relating to them, just be on your cell phone, that's clearly an addictive behavior.
I'm going to ask the next question because Angel was on her cell phone while you were talking. But let me see if I understand this correctly, because I used to have notifications that would buzz me every time like an email came in or whatnot, and over the years Angel's mocked me enough to get me to turn that off. I turned those off. But I do still keep my phone on vibrate and tucked under my leg right next to something that I will notice a vibration, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Am I addicted or no problem?
Well, I think what the answer is you probably are not addicted. But at the same time, what's really, really important is to let go of the idea of the addiction and look at the idea of why. And the reason why is that we are all hardwired for thousands and thousands of years. In many ways, our central nervous system, our brain, our minds have not changed in hundreds of thousands of years. And it still goes back to when we were hunters and gatherers in the caveman days, and we lived in packs of 25, 35 people, and being in that pack was critical to your survival. Because with the pack, you could fend off predators and you could find food on a daily basis. So So because of that, we all have this voice in our head, whether we're aware of it or not. And most of us just think of those as the voice in our head as just our thoughts. But every thought that comes through, every single thought is based on one premise, and that's our survival. So in the same way, when we were in those caveman days, you didn't want to be ostracized from your pack because it would be a death sentence. That same wiring is still present in us. So today, just about all of us, but 10 years ago, you went to work at 9 in the morning, you left at 5, and the boss never called you. Now it's it's commonplace for everybody to get their emails or text messages almost 24/7. So if you answer those, you're good in your pack, just like in those caveman days. If you don't answer them, the pack will assume you're not a good pack member, and then you feel threatened about it. So the reason we are constantly doing this is survival-based. You remember those Second World War movies where you'd see a battleship at sea in a war zone, and the radar would be spinning around on the top of it?
Sure.
Camera pans to the war room. There's a sailor who says, incoming bogey at 4 o'clock. Captain yells, "Man your battle stations, we're being attacked." That is what your cell phone is constantly preparing you for.
Wow. That seems so dramatic. I was just, taking some pictures and a couple of selfies, uploading my Twitter account. And, I mean, it seems so necessary, like we can't live without it. And then sometimes when you think about the activities we actually participate in on it that is so distracting from our family, it does seem pretty, silly after you think about it. If you have to tell somebody that's what you spent all your time doing, does that make sense?
Oh, sure. And the social changes in our society are probably even beyond our comprehension right now. So an example would be what's going on our planet now is there are tremendous divides that are generational. So if you're a grandparent who's not chosen to become computer friendly, and you want to talk to your grandchild who's 8 or 10 years old, you call them. They don't like to talk on the phone. Kids today are not interested in communicating in any other fashion than 140 characters, which is your texting.
And so really, I mean, we're just having to adapt. I think we're pretty critical. The kids aren't going to know how to communicate. They're not going to know how to have a conversation. Every time you go out to dinner, we're not talking to each other anymore because we're so into our devices. And yet we are still communicating. We're still very connected to those that we've always been connected with, Stephen. I think that, it's a different mode of communication, but so was the telephone when it first came out, and it was probably, feared upon that it's going to take over. We're not going to sit on our back porch and talk to each other anymore. We're not going to meet on the streets. We just do it differently.
There's a wonderful writer, a fellow named Ray Kurzweil, who is one of the giants of the digital revolution, and he makes a point that where evolution is going is it's probably not along the lines of humanity or DNA or creatures that came from the primordial slime. That was the platform from the beginning of time until now. Now what's going forward is pure intelligence, and we humans are simply carrying pure intelligence forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stephen, we'd love to have you back on the show.
It's a fun topic.
It really is. Let's talk about your book for just a second. Your mind is what your brain does for a living. This is your third book.
Yes.
Fantastic. Where can our listeners get this and kind of keep the conversation going with you, at least in book form?
So I would love that. Amazon.com, all of the bookstores. My website is StephenJFogel, one word, .com. And it's available wherever you look.
Fantastic. It really is a tremendous case study of human behavior, and we thank you for joining us and sharing it with us.
Oh, thanks for including me.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. You know, happy place. Here at the pros.
You betcha. You know, and I love it when something incredible happens out when it comes to customer service out in the marketplace. It moves people. It just has them stop in their tracks, displaces their complacency, and just or disrupts it to a place where they just have to stop and go, wow, that is amazing customer service. I need to share that. I can share that with Facebook, my Facebook friends, but while I'm on Facebook, I'm also going to tag the Experience Pros Radio Show because this is too good not to share. And that's exactly what our friend Chris Arnell did. He actually found a letter, and I don't know how this ended up in his Facebook feed. I don't know how he's connected to it.
Okay.
But there is a company out of Kewanee, Illinois.
Kewanee, Illinois.
Kewanee, Illinois.
Hawaiian island in Illinois.
In Illinois, is that it? It's Raymond's Harley Davidson, and it's spelled R-E-I-M-A-N _S, Raymond's Harley Davidson. It's a recreational vehicle dealer. You can find them on Facebook. They have a ton of likes, and it is no wonder that they have a ton of likes. They wrote this letter to one of their clients recently. Dear Christopher and Jamie, enclosed you will find the check you mailed to us regarding the account of Christopher. It is the policy of Raymond's Harley Davidson to waive storage fees for our active duty service members who are deployed. It is our honor to keep your bike safe and secure while you provide us with our freedoms. We hope you return to us safe and sound. Until that time, we will store your bike at no charge to you. This is our way of saying thank you for your service to our country.
Wow. Oh,
so they had mailed the check to pay for the storage. They were, and they were being, the check was being returned to them to say, there's no way you are out there fighting for our freedom. We will protect your bike.
I love this, you know, and it's those little things, Angel, that like that people can do if they just put a little thought into how can I make a difference for somebody out there. This particular Harley Davidson, Raymond's Harley Davidson in Kewanee, Illinois, said, you know what, we're gonna target service members, and we're gonna say if you need to host your bike or store your bike while you're overseas, we got you covered.
You know what? And just the sentiment behind it, you know, it's our policy. We're not going to charge you. We're going to share that. We're going to bring that on. But the goodness that came from that, you know, you read that letter, you hear it, you're touched, you're moved. And how simple is that to do something that moves people? Creates that memorable experience that is remarkable, that is worth remarking about and sharing. The letter was just dated a month ago, May 22nd, 2014, and it's just been, it's just moved people, because I think that we just no longer expect other people to care. And I think that when we discover that they do, it changes something inside of us. But the thing is I think when you look for that, you find it's already there.
You do, absolutely. And I don't know, when I see a letter like you just read, I think, you know, what can we do? And I think our listeners should think, what can I do to create that same kind of goodwill, warm, fuzzy, call it what you want?
What kind of thing are you thinking?
I wasn't going along the line of saying I have the answer to that question.
I just had the question.
Hearing the letter motivates me to ask, and I suggest that our listeners should ask, what can I do to affect that same outcome?
It is a very good question. There's actually the story from the gentleman who wrote it. Actually goes on, because he said there's a photo that's being shared around Facebook of our letter. It's a short, simple letter that on our letterhead. He says the gentleman that it was sent to is currently deployed to Afghanistan. His wife Jamie had sent in a check and an apology for being late on a payment to her husband's account. He had been renting storage space for his motorcycle while he was deployed. And so when the dealership owner saw Jamie's letter, he would have none of it. You send that money back to her, he told his office employee. I will never, ever take that check from them. And so it was returned. And so you can actually go to Raymond's Harley Davidson on Facebook and read the entire story, how they responded to it, how they took care of it, why they're doing it, kind of the backside of the story. But the final sentence was, it just makes sense.
It does.
You know, take care of people. And the relationship, you take care of the relationship. The transactions always take care of themselves. But when you go after transactions, it's all you've got. And you have to keep filling your pipeline, and you're kind of spinning your wheels, and you're working. You just feel like you're going against the grain and working really hard with very little results. But when you take care of the people, the transactions follow.
People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And I think that's, you know, you listen to this letter, and then you hear the manager's heart, the owner's heart behind it, and you think he's probably got, at least with this couple, customers for life.
Mm. Absolutely. And now, I mean, just the whole brand has been. I mean, when you think about the Harley-Davidson brand and what it represents and how loyal their customers are. I mean,
Loyal enough to put a tattoo on somebody's bum.
I know the tattoo of their logo on somebody's body. That's loyalty, and it's little things like this. It's not big, giant things. We think we have to do these major events and do something grand. But it's the little things. I watched the movie Up recently. We went on a little road trip, and the movie Up was one of the movies we had playing in the car. And the little boy in the movie was talking about just kind of childhood memories and things he liked doing with his dad. And he says, it sounds boring, but it's the boring stuff that means the most. And I think even in customer service, a lot of times the things that we talk about, handwritten thank you notes, a smile, some nice gestures, just paying it forward. Fanbrag and Friday, it's not sexy. It's not the best technology out there. It's really simple. And I think we can really dismiss it and think that it doesn't matter, that those kind words, those kind gestures, those fan brags, those handwritten thank you notes aren't as significant, but they really are. It's the boring stuff that means the most.
There you have it. Business tips and insights. When we come back, Michael Russo is with us all the way from Adelaide, Australia. We'll be back with his business tip coming up next after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Jason Lewis here, America's Mr. Right, and I found a new home in Denver on the Colorado Conservative, weeknights from 7 to 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Every business has its own unique set of challenges, and yours is no different. The Experience Pros are your collaborative partners as they present solutions to common issues in business. And now it's time for Up and Over from Down Under, featuring serial entrepreneur Michael Russo.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's time to go around the world and give you an unfair marketing advantage as we catch up with Michael Russo, who is involved in a 3-month live campaign that we are kind of tracking here on the air.
All right, Michael, welcome.
Morning. How are you all?
Well, we're just doing fantastic. It's so much fun to track this campaign kind of live and as it happens all the way around the world from us.
Well, we're always talking about these campaigns and marketing tips and how to do these great, fantastic things. We're always talking about it in, in retrospect. This happened, that happened, but when you're doing things live, you can't hide anything.
No, it's very vulnerable. I mean, you're putting yourself out there, and, and I think so often, we are a little nervous about, we hear these stories, these wonderful marketing campaigns, but the only stories we hear are the ones that are successful. And yet we know that as entrepreneurs and as business owners, we try a lot of things that don't have such great results. And so, Michael, just the fact that you're willing to share that with our audience and be that vulnerable and transparent, I just think it's endearing, and I respect you so much for bringing us on board on that.
Oh, no worries. Well, what I'll do is I'll tell you all the good stuff now, and then when the campaign's over in about 3 weeks' time, I'll tell you all the bad stuff and all the stuff that almost went terribly wrong. How's that sound?
That sounds like real life.
So today what I thought we'd do is we're just having a look at one of the most important parts of our particular campaign, and that is we've got to sell tickets to the blasted event. We've got this beautiful event on. We've got, just to sort of give you the backstory, we've got kids going over to Vietnam. They're raising money to go and spend a couple of weeks over there, working in an orphanage, developing leadership and life skills. It's a great program, but they've got to do fundraising. So what we've done with the kids is rather than ask for a handout, we've put on a big event. We've called it our Celebrity Movie Spectacular. And we've actually got a singer from The Voice, our version of The Voice in Australia, a brilliant young lady, blind singer. She absolutely rocked The Voice a few years ago, and she's performing for us at our event. So that's really, really great. We've also hired a comedian from Australia's Got Talent. Once again, did very, very well as a finalist, I think a year ago, to come on board to our event. And we're also showing a blockbuster movie, Transformers Age of Extinction. So what we need to do is we need to get bums on seats. That's the main objective. And because our campaign has all been about raising money on different levels, so we've got sort of an online fundraising campaign. Obviously, we're raising money offline by hitting people up every time they turn around. We're doing the ticket sales, and we've also got money coming in from sponsorships. We need to make all of those areas work in order to be effective. And we've also got a big auction happening on event day. Now, we've hired a professional auction company to make sure the sponsorship, the ballot bidding, that we're actually doing comes off the way we intend it to, and we actually make some money and it's delivered effectively. So there's a bit of work involved in making sure you have the right audience. I mean, we're showing Transformers, for example, but you don't want a room full of 17-year-olds that are going to have cash in their pocket. Otherwise, the ballot bidding, the big auction's not going to work.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm following with you all the way.
So there's a combination of different factors you have to get in. You want sort of families there, but you also want people that have got money there. So, people that are in business, things like that. So what I thought I'd do today is give you a quick rundown very quickly of maybe 6 or 7 different things we've done to help move tickets, to give you an idea of some of the things you can do for your own campaign. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, first thing we did is we assigned a limited number of tickets to the family members of the actual campaign, or the people involved in the campaign, to sell directly to family and close friends. So what we want to do is we want to get a fast start, get some tickets sold, make sure we got bums on seats, and so we had a slightly discounted ticket price to sell them to friends and family. So that's the first thing that we did. It also gives everybody a chance to do something and get people talking about it. So, social media, all that sort of stuff. The other thing we did is one of the stars of our show was Rachel Learcar. Now, she's the blind singer from The Voice, and she did really, really well. She has her own charity. Naturally, it's related to something to do with being blind. In Australia, it's called the Royal Society for the Blind, and they do a massive amount of promotional work together. They co-promote each other all the time. So what we've actually done is we've actually promoted, or I should say we've actually approached her charity about promoting the event to her database, and in return we'll donate part of the ticket price back to their cause as well. So it's co-promoting, tying everything in together. The other thing we did is we contacted local shopping malls. Now, this is something you may be able to do in the States. I don't know what the rules are like over there, but in Australia, we have something called community spots. So a lot of the malls will actually have free community spots allocated specifically for fundraising events, charities, things like that, not-for-profits, that are doing sort of a week's worth of fundraising. They need to raise a bit of extra money and get in front of a whole group of people. So that's something that you can look at, and that hasn't cost us anything, which is great. We actually hired a PR person as well, get a professional press release, and that's helped us get local coverage. Every time we get local coverage in the paper, we also get a link to our fundraising page as well. So that helps. We've done online fundraising, offline fundraising. For those of you that are aware of the campaign, we've launched our campaign on Indiegogo. And look, to be honest with you, we've actually raised a hell of a lot more money offline than we have online. But having said that, it gives us somewhere to send people online. Hey, go along, check it out. And on Indiegogo and any sort of any one of the crowdfunding websites you may have a look at, you have these perks that you can actually use. Donate $5, you get this, $20, you get that. Our featured perk, so the one that we're pushing, is actually 2 tickets to our event. So, it's just another way of promoting it. So a couple of other things, we've done cold canvassing. We've promoted tickets to our sponsors. So rather than say to our sponsors, who are generally small business owners, come to our event, most of them are like, oh, we want to support the event, but we can't come because we're working because we're small business owners. So what we do is we give them tickets for their high-value customers so their customers can come along. So that not only gets the tickets moved, gives the sponsor something in return, they can sort of have the little freebie for their customers, but at the same time we get the right sort of people to our event that have got money in their pockets that hopefully will fork out on the auction on event day. So there's a couple of ideas for you.
A couple.
It's brilliant. Again, we come up with that same word every week, Michael, but I think it really is. And you've covered all the bases. I mean, you've thought this thing through, and you are, when you're doing a campaign for anything, thinking it through and the ramifications and who do you want, the right people in the right seats, it makes all the sense in the world. And I think you're doing a great job, brother.
Well, hopefully it'll come good. We've still got 3 weeks to go, and we've still got a few tickets to sell, but, you can't always rely on one area. If you sell your tickets early, great, but if not, there's a few different options. So top 3 tips for today. Number 1, you got to try many different paths to achieve your goal. There we go. That sounds like Albert Einstein or something, doesn't it? I had to try a different voice. Top tip number 2, you've got to combine freebies with paid tickets and with discount tickets. So we've actually used free ticket sales on radio. We've done heaps and heaps of radio, paid tickets and also discount tickets. So a combination of the 3 will get the bums on seats. And top tip number 3, get others to promote on your behalf. I mean, if you've got celebrity partners or corporate sponsors, you should be able to tap into their databases if you've set it up properly and help to move additional ticket sales. So anyway, 3 ideas for you to help you move your cause forward.
Well, and it's multiple ideas. It's layered marketing. It's all these different. You don't put your eggs in just one basket or done one thing and hope that one thing will gain traction. It is layers. It's collaboration. There's a lot of moving parts to it, and I know I think for some people, Michael, they'll just shy away because it sounds like it's just going to be too much work. Do you ever find that people think, okay, I could never do that?
Yeah, actually, we've actually had a few parents walk away from the campaign, not because they don't need the money or not because their kids aren't going on the World Challenge anymore, because they're just too freaked out about the scale of the campaign. But this is how all, big fundraising campaigns operate. This is how they all work. So we're not doing anything different to that, but it's just if you've never done it before, you can, perhaps get a little freaked out about it. I've got to tell you one more thing that has been phenomenally successful for us. One of the things we've done is a lot of radio interviews locally here, obviously, and we've managed to get our celebrity performers to actually do the radio interviews with us. So we have one of the World Challenge students, our celebrity performer, on air, obviously, with the radio host. And those interview combinations has worked really, really well because you've got the celebrity, you've got the kids, talk about what the kids are doing, and promote the event. So, there's ways of getting things done to move you together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Michael, thank you so much. We sure appreciate you. How do our listeners get in contact with you if they want to follow up with you?
Well, as usual, we've done a brilliant PDF. Looks wonderful. You can get that on Experience Pro's website. Look for live campaign week number 4. But there's a website there you can check out if you want to donate some money to the kids or get in contact with me this week. It's through thanksfordonating.com.au.
Fantastic. Michael Russo, thank you. We appreciate you, brother.
Keep smiling.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. We'll talk about the 8 best practices to promote your business on social media. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Jason Lewis here, America's Mr. Right, and I found a new home in Denver on the Colorado Conservative, weeknights from 7 to 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, early mornings at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Do you use social media for promoting your business?
On occasion.
Or like every day?
It's on occasion.
Yeah, that's every occasion. Lots of people use social media to promote their businesses, and yet many people do it. I don't know if I want to say wrong, but
okay.
less effectively.
Yeah, I usually tell people you can't really screw it up, but then I see things that you can.
Yeah, you can. So check this out. We got a couple of suggestions for you. In fact, I got a number of suggestions for you that might help. And first one is follow the 1 in 7 rule.
1 in 7?
Right, 1 in 7. That's the rule.
Okay.
Okay, hold up 7 fingers. Got them? Oops, that's 8. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 there. No, 2.
I have to use both hands.
There you go, 2 hands.
Both hands. Okay, 1 out of 7.
1 out of every 7, okay?
Which one? The first one, the second one, third? What? Does it matter? This is now, I'm already confused.
1 out of every 7 posts should overtly promote your business. The remaining 6 should be focused on sharing valuable content, including posts from the community. In other words, share other people's content. Doesn't mean you can't promote your business in those other posts. Just be sure that you add it to great content. In other words, you're not Toby Keith.
So it's not all talk about me?
Talk about me.
Well, he doesn't always talk about me. He sometimes wants to talk about me. 1 out of 7, he wants to talk about me. Actually, because we're always talking about you, which is the other 6. Sometimes we want to talk about
So maybe you are Toby Keith. I don't think so. Follow the 1 in 7 rule. Here's the next one. Ask a conversation starter question. Instead of just putting out there a statement or a thing that nobody can respond to, remember, it's social media. Ask a social question.
Social. Ooh.
Engage your fans. Inspire them to refer businesses while giving the business owner the great insight. Help them.
Help me help you. Help me help you.
Yes.
All right. Be engaging. Use your social skills. Remember, it's human beings on the other side.
Share your expertise. Post little-known fun facts in the form of questions with special offer presented to the first person to answer correctly. You can engage people by being witty and fun and at the same time demonstrating your area of expertise.
All right, because you are an expert.
You should be.
And, I think sometimes people get hung up on that, but you don't have to be the only expert, but you are an expert, and so be that expert.
Provide value. You're sending out fun posts, reflect your personality, that's cool, but it's also important to create content that benefits your followers. If it makes you laugh, that's one thing. If it makes them laugh and think and they get something out of it, way better.
Way better.
Mm-hmm.
Always. They always want to know what's in it for me. And so you have to think what's in it for you. Instead of even though we're always thinking what's in it for me, now we have to think about what's in it for you.
Well, and I think that stands to reason. It's solid business. How about this? Enhancing rewards for virtual check-ins. Do you engage your audience and say, look, you use Foursquare, check in on here. You use what do you call it when you is it called check in on Facebook?
Yes.
Do you use that and do you ask your fans to check in and then reward them for doing so? Maybe you give 10 points for every check-in, and when you get to 100 points, you get a gift card.
All right, good prices because people do anything. It used to be anything for a T-shirt, right?
Anything for a T-shirt.
Yeah, wasn't that funny? We used to give away. You used to always have free T-shirts. I mean, you go to the basketball game, and all you have to do is catch the T-shirt falling from the sky. That's like the coolest thing,
right?
And the makeup people always do that gift with purchase. Get the free tote bag.
Yeah, like anybody needs an extra free tote bag.
I know. I just brought home another tote bag from when we were at the National Association of Professional Organizers. And when I was checking in, They wanted to get both Eric and I a tote bag. I'm like, we just need one.
I don't need another tote bag.
Actually, I didn't need one at all. I brought it home.
In fact, you brought it home, and then
But I
you
brought
gave
it
it to
home.
me. You hung it on my door because I left something in your car.
No, that's a different bag.
I still got a tote bag.
You did get a tote bag, but you didn't get the NAPO tote bag.
Doesn't matter.
But you did get. I know. Every time I go out, I get another tote bag and a bag full of
Which
swag.
means I get another tote bag because she's only got so much room for tote bags, so it overflows into my
I am
tote bag.
thinking I'm going to make a, do you know how, like, at some of the little restaurants, they have a treasure chest for the kids to go over and get, like, a little prize out of, or
Right. Kids' church, we used to do that.
at the doctor's office,
Yeah.
and things like that. I am thinking of putting a treasure chest in our office and filling it with all the promotional items that I bring home. Because I bring home, I have more chapstick. I mean, the apocalypse could come, and zombies could.
I'll put 250 pens in there.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, I'm thinking of putting it in a treasure chest. But I could give them away as you get a trip to the treasure chest for virtually checking in to the Experience Pros radio show.
I know this is a happy show, but nobody wants that.
Nobody?
No.
But no, that's not true. These are valuable promotional items that are put into swag bags, given out at vendor fairs and trade shows. This is incredibly valuable. I threw away all the paper already.
I've got I understand that you got rid of the paper, the business cards and whatnot. But here's a treasure chest. And when people come and visit us at Experience Pros, the world headquarters, which is right here in Aurora, Colorado, and they come in and say, wow, what a great experience, and I had a nice talk with Angel, and we had a great strategy meeting with Eric, and it was fantastic, and we got to meet Ariane and some of the staff. And then they say, and on your way out, here's a box of crap, and we'd like you to choose which crap you'd like to choose. And you're like, well, what's in there? Well, a whole bunch of chapstick and pens of every nature with all kinds of different business names on them. We didn't want the crap, but you will.
Somebody's trash is another person's treasure. Somebody might want a handful of pens. Somebody might need some chapstick. They might want a bottle opener, a stress ball. I mean, there's valuable.
Take a toothbrush kit.
Trash is somebody else's treasure. I keep the toothbrush kit.
I do too.
Yeah.
I totally do. I love my toothbrush kits. I have a drawer full of empty toothbrush kits.
Okay, what would be, I know you're talking about using social media, but I think promotional items has got to be in here somewhere. What would be, could there be?
Well, the thing you struggle with, we're going to jump off on promotional items here for the next 30 seconds. The thing about promotional items is all too often it sends, I'm not saying always, but all too often it sends the message, gee, I cared enough to send the very least.
I don't think it does. I don't think that it does send the message that I cared enough to send the very least. I don't think we're thinking like that when we get the item. We're getting the item. Do I want the item or do I not want the item? I think that's as far as the thought goes. What was the last promotional item that you got that you said, I love this?
It's actually one that we got because we think about this all the time, and it's the
megaphone.
It's the megaphone.
You love the megaphone?
I love the megaphone. I use it every day.
I do love the response that we get we've got these little megaphones. You put your smartphone in it, and it amplifies the volume, so you can listen to the Experience Pros radio
it's rubber,
show.
And it's cool, and it's cute. And
I do like those. I love the response we get from those. In addition to those, the little charger you put in your USB in the car.
Yeah, no, that's valuable.
So you put it in the lighter, and then
but you're not going to put that that nice stuff in your
well, but I do
junk
actually.
box.
Well, because I only needed one. I don't need a dozen. So once I have the one, now future USB.
See, I have issues with that because if I have one, I want 10.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I got some chapstick for you.
All right, well, there you go. And finally, avoid syndicated messages. Come up with something original, okay? That's a key point there for you to promote your business on social media. Top of the hour, we're going to take a quick break. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in and participating. If you want a megaphone, maybe you should just write us at radio@experiencepros.com, and we'll see what we can do. And don't go anywhere, because guess what? We have a whole nother hour of positive business talk coming up right after this. So, give somebody a 20-second kiss. Kindness is so simple.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560.
When danger is imminent, will you be prepared? Now many mobile devices can bring you critical information from local sources you trust. With the unique sound and vibration, wireless emergency alerts keep you in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
At 560 The Source, a producer and board operator has the best of both worlds. This person gets to work side by side with the best live conservative talk programs in Colorado. And a producer board operator for 560 The Source facilitates and supports the selling process within those broadcasts to improve advertiser results. What that means is they get to partner with those conservative talk programmers and business decision makers to bring excellence to the program and results to the advertisers. Right now, we are looking for 2 special people who will carry the same passion and burning desire to succeed that we have. Email your resume to nroach@crawfordbroadcasting.com. That's NROACH @crawfordbroadcasting.com. Crawford Broadcasting Company and 560 The Source are equal opportunity employers.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
We could have done a better job. Could have done a better job of keeping you informed.
The House Armed Services Committee holding a hearing to learn more about the release of 5 dangerous terrorists in exchange for Bo Bergdahl. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel again arguing this was an extraordinary situation to get Bergdahl back.
Because we do whatever it takes to recover any and every U.S. service member held in captivity. This pledge is woven into the fabric of our nation and our military.
Republican Congressman Randy Forbes of Virginia asking during the hearing,
will we put American lives at risk to go after these individuals if they rejoin the fight?
Well, yes.
Okay, if that's the case, let me ask you just 2 other questions.
You could use the same argument, Congressman, on Yemen or anywhere else.
I could do that, but not because of individuals we released.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to the Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Thank you for joining us. It's our purpose here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Dateline yesterday, the oddest business couple I think I've ever come across in the news. Heinz, you know the ketchup folks?
Yeah.
And Ford, you know the car folks?
Yeah.
They're partnering up to research turning tomato fibers into auto parts. Yes, Heinz and Ford are going to turn leftover parts of the 2 million tons of tomatoes that Heinz uses to make ketchup into 100% plant-based plastic.
How clever.
Americans love putting ketchup on U.S. foods. That's obvious. Like hot dogs, hamburgers. Why not try putting ketchup on some traditional U.S.-made cars as well? In a joint announcement on Tuesday, Heinz and Ford Motor Company decided that they will be partnering up, or declared that they're partnering up to see whether tomatoes can be repurposed to make car parts. And Ford is also, not to be outdone, Ford has also enlisted the help of Coca-Cola, Nike, and Procter & Gamble to help create 100% plant-based plastic to be used to make everything from fabric to packaging.
Clever.
One
You're not
word,
gonna get to
that's
eat.
all you got. Clever? All right.
I'm thinking there's not enough people eating ketchup.
Well, I reached out to our expert over in the car part industry, Nyland's Collision Center, Robert Grieve, and I asked him, I said, would you use tomato-based parts? He didn't come up with a good answer because here's the
Did he say clever?
no, he did not say clever.
He did not say clever,
He
yeah.
wants to research it because that's the kind of guy he is. The plastic can be used for things like wiring brackets and vehicle storage bins, and so it is clever.
It's clever. I mean, it might be the cup holders. It might be the the visor. It might be
plastic stuff.
the door to the little glove
Now,
compartment
hopefully,
box.
it's not the bumper, the plastic wraparound on the bumper, because I can tell you right now,
It's not going to be the bumper.
you never know.
Well, you know what? It could be. They could discover that tomato skins, when mulched down with leftover tennis shoes, actually make something that is so reinforceable that other cars just bounce right off of it.
Clever. Well, anyways, it's not happening tomorrow. Why not, you ask?
Why not, I ask?
Anticipation.
So we had
Anticipation.
a glass bottle of
It's
ketchup
making me wait.
at a restaurant or something, and my son Michael looks to my husband, his dad, and says, "You're old. You know how to use this." A glass bottle.
Right.
Because he turned it upside down, and nothing's coming out.
You can't do that. There's a scientific process there. Robert Grieve, this just in from Nyland's Collision Center. When considering plastic processes, plastic pieces made out of plant-based processing, don't forget the salt and pepper. We'll be back with more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Clever Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilted Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to join us for a quick and delicious lunch at the Kilt. Our food is made from scratch and served in one of the warmest and friendliest establishments in Denver. Join us on Mondays for our $10 steak special, or on Tuesdays for our $5 build-your-own burger with fries. Join us for lunch at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilted Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Late night on KLZ. It's the Dennis Miller Show. 10 o'clock on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. I'm reminded of a time that I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I met Bubba at Bubba's Catfish Shack. And he said, Susie, where's this boy's catfish? And I thought, I didn't like catfishing then, and I don't like catfishing now.
Well, we're going to catch those fishers, if I can say it properly. I read something recently that said one of the best things about being over the age of 40 is you did all your stupid stuff before Facebook existed. We're now living in a time where we have the first generation of people whose entire lives are available on the internet, and it can be a dangerous place. Our guest is Tyler Cohen Wood, the Senior Officer and Cyber Branch Chief for the Department of Defense Intelligence Agency. She wrote the book, Catching the Catfishers, Disarm the Online Predators and Perpetrators Who Are Out to Ruin Your Life. Tyler, welcome to the Experience Pros radio show.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Tyler, thank you for joining us. What is this catfishing that we're talking about? It's obviously not what you find in Baton Rouge.
No, it's definitely not what you find in Baton Rouge. Catfishing it started off as kind of a term that was in a documentary, and then it became the MTV show Catfish. And now it's really a term that's come to mean anyone who's lying to you in the online domain, whether it's something simple like someone adding a couple of inches to your height, or whether it's something much more scary like someone pretending to be someone they're not, if they're a predator targeting your child, or if they're trying to target you or scam you out of money.
All right.
But Tyler, I'm so much better looking online.
Isn't everyone?
And we all are. And we put out, we get to, I think one of the nice things about the internet is we get to put out that persona. We make sure that only the good pictures are the ones that we share. Only the moments and memories that we want to share are the ones that we put out. So we kind of get to create the persona of who we are, which in fun and in safe relationships and in a safe environment, that's great. But the danger is there are predators out there seeking to destroy us, and we're giving them all the information they need. Am I right?
That is absolutely true. It is so easy for for anyone to just piece together a complete pattern of life on you or your children just based on the things that you choose to post.
All right. So Tyler, long-time listeners of this show know that I am the hopelessly desperate single guy, and I have avoided the online dating arenas. However, you can help us identify a liar in the online dating world. I'm wondering if it's if their lips are moving. Is that it?
That is exactly true. My book is really one of the first that actually gives you easy checklists so that you can vet if who you're talking to is really who they say they are and how to read deception in the online domain. It's very interesting because we've all seen these shows that teach you how to read deception through body language, but in the online domain we don't have that. So we have to go by the words. That's all that we have. And, I rely on some law enforcement techniques called statement analysis where, you and I've modified it a little bit, but you analyze the words and the words that people use and the way that they use those words to read deception.
Well, are there words that liars tend to just use in general?
Well, yes, and there's a bunch of techniques that people who are lying will use. And again, this is subconscious. They're not aware that they're doing this. And examples of that are people who will say things like, to be completely honest with you, or they'll use these qualifiers, or some of the other things that they'll do is they won't put themselves in the sentence. Like if you say to someone, were you the last person to leave, and the door didn't get locked, and you say, well, someone didn't lock the door. The person is not taking responsibility. They're not saying, I wasn't the last person to leave, I was. They're not putting themselves in the sentence. Or one of my other favorites is if this tense hopping, where if you're telling a story from the past and someone's legitimately telling the story, they're going to be using past tense words. But if suddenly a part of the story they start to lie, they're visualizing it as it's happening in their mind, and they might jump into present tense words.
I knew
so
it.
those are just a couple of the techniques
Interesting.
that people will do.
Tyler, you are amazing. I mean, like you're validating so many of the things that I have thought for a long time. Wow.
Okay, so most of us, we are trepidatious about the whole social media thing anyways, but yet we're adults and we think, it's not as dangerous to us as it would be to our children. I think we're very protective of how our children are using it. But what are some things, Tyler, that you see smart, educated, professional adults doing online that is really stupid?
Well, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen people who post things about their children that they really shouldn't be posting. Like,
give me an example, because
I know who has tons and tons of PhDs, and he posts pictures of his kid, sitting on the toilet with their first toilet, and things like that, or people who badmouth their boss or their company. Or, call in sick to work and then, end up posting the baseball game that they're at. Or even things, there was a guy, I talk about him in my book, I don't remember his name, but he had a whole video he posted on YouTube with him drinking a beer while he was driving. And as he's driving, drinking this beer, he slurs his words more and more and more. Well, he posts this online. Well, the guy gets arrested.
Right?
And then he tries to claim that he was just faking it. It was
water. Yeah. All right, Tyler. I love it. Well, going back to the guy with all the PhDs and posting his kid's first bathroom
I've done some
experience.
really stupid
Well,
stuff.
but what would you rather? Would you rather have the picture of the kid, or would you rather have the guy with the PhDs on the John? I mean, I'm just saying. Tyler.
That's a very good point.
Well, that's my job. And notice that was all in the same tense. Catching the catfishers, disarm the online predators, and pretenders, predators, and perpetrators who are out to ruin your life. Where do we get a copy of your book, Tyler?
So Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you can go into any bookstore and you can get a copy of the book. You can also find it at my website, tylercohenwood.com.
I love it. You were fun, you are fun, and I am going to invite you back to the show. How about that?
Well, thank you. That would be great because I really want to know what these bad things Angel has done online are. And I wish we had more time to talk about it.
Inquiring minds want to know, but I am here to protect my business partner as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talks. It's business tips and insights coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Grassroots Radio Colorado, today at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Time for business tips and insights. Oh, did you hear that? I kind of, my voice
Going
cracked.
through puberty?
Again.
Well, you get a little excited when you know Cheryl's on the phone. Cheryl Braunschweiger with ALMC Mortgage, where all loans must close.
And they do.
Hi, dear.
Hi there.
Hi, Cheryl.
You hear what you do to Eric's voice?
Hi, I know. Well, and I do think he's partial to tall blonde girls, so that would be me.
That would be you.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
He, you put a pretty high standard in front of him because
True.
You're smart and you're beautiful and you have it all going on, and so I think you are kind of his barometer for what he's looking for in a future mate.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
How about that for an intro?
You just be you. You do you because you are fabulous.
Did not just say you do you.
Well, you guys are fabulous too, and I really wish it was Fan Bragging Friday because I want to fan brag about you guys and your help and assistance in promoting our community events over the weekend, the Shredathon.
What a big deal. It was a great event.
Yeah, do you have some stats and statistics you'd like to share? Because we did hold the free community event was last Saturday, just this past Saturday, in Highlands Ranch, and it was put together by our business leads group, Lita Palooza, that Cheryl heads up, that we meet with through the South Metro Chamber of Commerce every Wednesday morning. This was our second annual event, right? This was only the second year we did it.
No.
No, you know
No,
what?
it's the
We've done it
fourth.
multiple years.
Have we?
Yeah, like we started out pretty small, and then we've kind of grown and grown. But in theory, this is like our fifth.
Oh, well, where have
Yeah.
I been?
And this one we did big. We got the recycle piece included so that you could bring, TVs and anything on the battery that plugs into the wall, laptops, old computers, monitors, and we did the paper shred. And I think that's really what kind of set us over the edge for my measurement of success, because we had hundreds and hundreds of cars come through to get rid of their stuff, and also to benefit the Boy Scouts Troop 4, specifically because we had them working the event.
So let's talk a little bit about how much crap people brought.
It was. It doesn't have to be working. So this is, the difference of taking something to Goodwill or dropping it off maybe at the Salvation Army or something like that, is that they want things that they can refurbish, reuse, and repurpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
This stuff could be literally broken. So broken TVs, broken computers, not maybe that they don't turn on, but literally the pieces are broken to the plastic. And this is really where I think we made a big difference for the recycle piece. And so we filled an entire semi-truck full, up to the top to bottom, stacked, full of recycled TVs and computers and just anything you can think of.
Wow. And yeah, I know the TVs now, they're just sitting in your basement or somewhere in the closet. They're out of the way because they're outdated. And a lot of the Goodwills and ARCs, they don't want those old TVs.
Right.
Well, the technology has changed so much that those TVs really aren't applicable anymore with the rest of the stuff that you have. And it continues every single year. There's a bigger, better, newer model that you can get. And so a
Or
lot
smaller,
of times,
flatter, thinner.
Right, exactly. Smaller is probably the key word there. There were some TVs that were as big as me. They were ginormous. And so, yeah, we really appreciated, the ability to have the opportunity to accept those. And the people that brought them were grateful because there's no place else they can take them unless you do a recycle event like this.
Okay, so filled a semi-truck full of electronics. Did people still bring paper and stuff to shred too?
Oh gosh, we filled a truck of that too. So the semi-truck was probably equivalent to about 40,000 pounds.
20 tons.
Yeah, it's amazing. I was totally overwhelmed. It was beyond my expectation. And then the shred filled a truck at about 10,000 pounds.
5 more tons.
Yeah, of paper, shredded paper. And you guys were really instrumental through your program, through the show, through all of the publicity that you helped get the word out about. We had a lot of listeners come. We had a lot of people tell us that they heard it, on the show. So thank you for doing such a great community service.
All right, so it'll be again next June, probably. We'll do it again since this is... We apparently have been doing this now for 5 years. I don't know how I missed track of that. But it'll probably be again in June. We will be, of course, promoting it next May, which is perfect timing for your spring cleaning and getting all of that stuff out of there. Old printers that you're not using in your office anymore, VCRs, like Cheryl said, anything that plugs in. And this is one of the things, we talk to Cheryl. Cheryl, she's with ALMC Mortgage. She does mortgages, but she is so involved in the community. And this is one of the reasons we love working with you, Cheryl.
Absolutely.
Is it's not just one-dimensional. We just do business. We live lives, and we're part of the community, and we're always giving back, and we're involved, and these are the people that we hang out with, and you do good stuff, Cheryl. So I want to make sure that our listeners know when they do business with ALMC Mortgage, you're doing something good for the entire community.
Always.
And so I want them to have your contact information. Would you please?
Slow and husky
I know.
voice.
I took my my business tip to talk about the community event, but that really is part of it. Is be involved in your community.
Absolutely.
So you can reach me at 303-696-6933.
303-696-6933.
Yes, that's it.
I'm dialing it in right now.
ALMCmortgage.com. You can also find her at CherylAnswers.com. And Cheryl, you're good stuff.
Thanks, guys, and we appreciate you and all the promotion you did. Obviously, you've got lots of listeners out there who had a lot of junk.
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
That was a compliment, Angel.
I know.
All right. Okay, let's turn our attention over to our guest who's in studio with us today. We're talking, of course, with Jack Loudon with Riviera Finance, and we'd like to say it this way: if you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack.
Isn't that special?
Isn't that special? Now, Jack, you're part of the group that did the community shred on Saturday. You were pretty instrumental in helping move a lot of stuff around.
Yeah, and they put the old guy like me that broken down over to the electronics to lift all that heavy stuff. And
20 tons.
Yeah, I didn't move all 20 tons, but I'll take a ton or two.
Yeah?
And because my body felt it for a couple of days.
Cheryl said it was like moving stuff because all of this stuff was pretty heavy. You're taking it out of cars. And where were you, Eric? Were you the one twirling the sign?
I was not twirling the sign, but thank you for asking. No, Cheryl and I got there before anybody else got there, and we set up the parking lot for the structure of how the people
Yeah, you should have got there early,
through.
Jack.
And then
Cheryl told me to come late.
And then I came back after Jack was already assigned and directed traffic.
Oh, yeah, see? Twirled signs.
No
No
signs.
signs.
Yeah, he was just pointing, telling people where to go as usual.
That was good. Did your arms hurt the next day?
Jack, what are we talking about today with Riviera Finance?
I thought about it, and I get a lot of questions on what's the process like to get started with Riviera.
Okay. And Riviera does factoring. It gives you cash today for your invoices tomorrow.
Correct. Complete cash flow management, complete AR management, managing your accounts receivables.
Yeah, so if you don't want to do business with certain companies because they take too long to pay, you need to call Jack.
Well, you still want to do business with them.
Right.
But you still need to get paid right away.
I meant to say that. If I didn't say that, I meant to say that. You can still do business with them. Jack's going to help you get paid.
Yeah, so we'll just help you, be able to make payroll, buy raw materials, just grow your business because you now have cash flow.
So what is the process?
So the process is real simple. I break it down into a 3-step process. There's a very short 1-page application that tells me about your business. Submit your invoices, submit your client list. So we can run the credit checks, and it takes about a day or so to do that process.
You run a credit check on my clients.
Correct.
Do you run a credit check on me?
We're just going to make sure you're a valid business.
So that I'm legitimate.
Yes.
And that the companies that I'm telling you I do business with are also legitimate.
Right, and we want to take the risk by advancing the money on those companies.
Yeah.
So we want to, if we don't want to advance you the money on an invoice for a certain client, you might want to change your accounts receivable policy.
I always say if the bank says you're not a good person to give a loan to, why would I give you money? Well, that's a good. Yeah. Okay.
So anyways, it's a very simple process. It takes about a day or so. And the way I always explain it is we're looking at you and looking at your clients, and we say, we like you. So then the second step is, once we say, we like you, we're going to send you what's called our term sheet.
Okay.
This is what our fees are going to be, and it's all on a one sheet, and there's nothing hidden, and this is it.
Oh, very upfront.
Very upfront.
Yeah, love
and basically what you're doing when you see the term sheet is, I like you too.
Ooh, I see a relationship starting to form here.
So you accept our terms, we accept you, you accept us, and then we just kind of move forward. We put together a security agreement in place. We get that signed, and then we give you money.
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 You like me, I like you, and now we have money. What a happy relationship this
Seriously. Jack, where do we find out more information?
You can always go to RivieraFinance.com, learn all about us. We have been in business since 1969. They can call me at 303-409-7706. You can reach me by email, jloudon@RivieraFinance.com.
And located here in the Tech Center.
Right here in the Tech Center. Most companies like ours, they don't have a personal representation. You're doing it over the internet, over the phone, and I can actually, maybe take you to lunch and sit down and answer all your questions and
you
get lunch?
You get to know Jack.
Oh, yeah, you need to know Jack.
You need to know Jack. Get to know Jack by calling
303-409-7706.
RivieraFinance.com, where if you don't know Riviera Finance,
you don't know Jack.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust, right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Fact. According to a study published by the Harvard Business School, increasing customer retention by just 5% can lead to a 25 to 95% increase in your profits.
What?
Fact. Retaining customers is less expensive than acquiring new ones. Fact. Happy customers are more likely to tell their friends and family about your business. Fact. Repeat customers spend more money but require less help. Retention.
I love retention.
It does a body good.
You know, it does a business good.
Yeah.
See, you see what I did there?
You did.
Yeah.
I stepped on a trademark.
Yeah. No, but retention does a business good. And, you know, that very first quote that you gave, that very first statistic, increasing your customer retention by 5%.
Just 5%.
So let's say you have
100
customers, because that's good math. It's only by improving that by 5%. Here's what ends up happening, though. When we look at our book of business, we look at our customers from year to year, there is an acceptable attrition rate of, you know, losing out the back door.
Did you just say the words acceptable attrition rate?
There is. It's just, you know, commonly there is an acceptable attrition rate of about 30%.
That's ridiculous.
That's significant.
That's dumb.
So you think, you know, so think about this. Let's say that, let's say you have your 100 customers, and every year you bring in a new set of customers.
Right.
Maybe 30%. You know, that's pretty good.
But if you have an acceptable attrition rate of 30%,
you're not growing. You're just breaking
value of nothing.
Of nothing. And what we find so often is that all of our sales efforts, our sales commission, you know, our sales team, our marketing team, all of our marketing efforts, all of our new our promotions are all for new customers only.
Right.
Everything, all the bonuses, all the perks, and all the commissions is all oftentimes based on new customers. And yet, if a 5% increase is going to increase your revenues by
95 up to 95%.
95%, doesn't it make sense to put at least some of those eggs in your retention basket?
In fact, it makes a lot of sense to put a lot of those eggs in your retention basket. And if we're talking about that, you know, let's create a campaign for your existing customers. Hello, that's called a loyalty program, right? Reward them for their loyalty.
You know, and we've all, you know, seen the loyalty cards and punch cards. You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can create loyalty programs. And the whole idea is, one, to say thank you to those customers that have continued to do business with you in the past, and you know, give those new promotions and new bonuses to the existing customers. Old school thinking is, well, why would I give away? They're already my customers. Why would I buy a promotional item? Why would I give the discount to? Why would I'm taking money out of my pocket is the old school thinking, because they're already my customer. I'm trying to bring in new customers. Yes, you are. But if at the same time you're losing that many customers because you're not retaining them, you can do both. What if you did both?
What if you did both? Here's a great example of one supermarket in the UK. Waitrose is the name of the supermarket. They've taken their loyalty card notion a little bit to the next level, if you will. They say, join our loyalty program and you'll get your daily coffee for free. Instead of buy 10, get one free.
Yeah.
You know what? Join our loyalty. Remember, they're a supermarket.
Okay.
Join the loyalty program, you get your daily coffee for free, because this is what they know. When people stop in for a free coffee, they're usually going to purchase the rest of their groceries as well. It's a great way to keep customers coming back and offer something of value at the same time, and it doesn't have to cost you arm and leg.
No, the coffee, you know,
it's not that expensive.
It isn't, and you have a loss leader in your business, something that doesn't cost you anything. The struggle, I think, with small businesses is we give away the farm. We are going to give away our $100 thing to our existing customers or new customers, or like, how often can you afford to give away a $100 thing? Well, if you use the rich dad, poor dad example, not for very long.
No, it's not sustainable.
But if you're giving away something that really doesn't cost you anything in exchange for example, here they're giving away a cup of coffee that you might have paid up to $4 for, because coffee's now $4.
Yep.
But so instead of getting that $4 out of you, they might get $40 out of you because you're picking up some groceries.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah.
How often can you afford to make $36 extra today
Exactly.
on a sale? Every day. You can afford umpteen of them. There's no limit. But if it costs you, then you're limited.
Yeah, so put your minds to work right now on what kind of a loyalty program can you use to reach out to your existing customers and let them know how much you value them. Here's another one. You want to increase your retention, get this, exceptional, we call it extreme customer service.
It's one of those, again, it's not sexy, it's just great service. How beneficial is that really? Because the customer is only expecting mediocre service, which is true. But it gets a very slippery slope from mediocre to poor service. And where the slippery slope ends up happening is if there's ever a challenge. And so training your staff to offer extreme customer service, especially when things go bad, especially when there's a hiccup in the process, because you'll actually create more loyal customer by fixing the hiccup. And I can probably, and you probably can too, just immediately count on one hand a list of places you no longer shop at simply because you get poor customer service there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it the economy, or is it you're doing a crappy job?
So extreme customer service combined with a system for dealing with what happens when things go wrong, a critical area. So there's some thoughts about customer retention. I think there's lots more to be said about that. In fact, we may come back and talk a little more about customer retention, or we may just surprise you. You got to stay tuned. You're listening to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer?
Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
It's a new day on KLZ, so wake up with Randy Corcoran tomorrow morning at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, I'm Angie Austin with the Good News with Angie Austin. That's me. Please join me right here on this station, KLZ, for the Good News on Sundays at 8 a.m.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
It took to the end of the show, but you got both Angel and I dancing, Charlie.
We're a little slow today. I must not have had as much coffee today as I had on Monday. Or actually, I think I had so little coffee while I was on vacation that my Monday coffee.
You didn't go out and get coffee.
I didn't.
Slacker.
No.
All right. Well, welcome back to the show.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I was
You're slacker.
ultimate slacker on vacation, which meant I did not leave the compound to go get my latte.
The compound. I love the way they call it the compound. Hey, do you check out the great resource called the American Express Open Forum? This is a great tool for all people in small business, and they did a summary of the top 10 business tips from this week's Open Forum. People write into with articles and so on, and the top 10 tips, and I found it, I thought, we've got to share some of these. Because I think they're amazing. The top 10 tip number 1, I'm going to go in 1 through 10 order, is something, Angel, that you actually do on a regular occasion, and we never cease to be amazed at the value of it.
Oh.
You Google yourself.
Oh my gosh, when was the last time you Googled yourself?
That sounds dirty, but it's not what it's not. It doesn't.
Okay, so I'm going to, please hold.
Please hold.
Pause.
Pause.
Yes,
That's
pause.
French for stop.
I'm going to come back to the idea of Googling yourself and get back on track.
All right.
But you brought up the phrase Google.
Google.
Google's a verb, right?
It is a verb now. You got to Google yourself.
We use it. Google that. And,
right.
It is now a verb.
Uh-huh.
I want to come up with a new verb.
A new verb.
And I'm going to need some help on this one.
Shall we coin a new word?
Yes.
Okay.
A new verb.
All right.
It's not just a word. It's a verb. It's a verb. It's
Okay.
very specific. And so you know how you're looking online and you're looking for somebody to do business with.
Right.
You Google that, right? I'm Googling a plumber. I'm
Right.
Googling a body shop.
Yes.
Well, don't Google it.
Stop Googling.
I want you to, and this is where I need the verb, we have the Extreme Customer Service Directory.
Yes.
Well, we don't want you to Extreme Customer Service Directory it. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No, that's 4 words.
Can
we make it a ECSD?
Can we say ECSD? You should ECSD it. Does that? I no, I don't think that's.
That's not it?
I don't think that's it. And I also don't think, you should directory it. Because I was thinking, it's all directory. Can we directory it?
Well, now your husband's name is Jay, and your name is Angel, and you guys have a word.
We do? Jangle?
Jangle.
We do have jangle. My in-laws, we are jangle and everybody has their own.
How about if we say we Angic?
Angic?
Angic that.
Or we arrow it. Or we
We need the listeners.
We could XP it, X-Pros, XP.
We could XP it.
You could XP it.
We need some help from the listeners.
We do. So we're going to post something on our Facebook wall. You can even call our FanBragging number, 855-FANBRAG, and leave your tips for our new verb on our FanBrag hotline.
And remember, the verbs have to be FCC friendly.
FCC friendly. It's got to roll off the tongue. It's got to be something that's sticky and catchy. So when you hear somebody out in the marketplace saying, I'm looking for, well, did you
XP it?
XP it?
Or
whatever the verb is. And so, okay, back on track.
Errol.
Errol, E-R-E-I. No.
Engic.
Engic. How about Raymer and Tussie? It could be a
Russie.
A Russie.
Russie it.
Russie it.
Help.
We need help.
Help us.
All right, so Googling yourself does. It is an incredible way to, one, not only verify and check your search rankings, but being aware of what people see when they search for you, because people are searching for you. Once they get to know you, they're looking you up on LinkedIn, they're looking you up on Facebook, and you want to make sure. I remember the first time I Googled me, and well, early on in Googling me, it turns out.
Does sound dirty. How old were you when you first Googled yourself?
I
can't help it. Sounds dirty.
Well, and here's where it gets a little dirtier.
You.
Apparently, my last name is similar
Okay, we don't have to
somebody
go there.
not appropriate for
Right.
my industry.
Absolutely. We
And
don't
so
have to go
it used to always say,
Did you mean this other one?
Somebody else.
No, we did not.
It doesn't say that anymore.
You're
You
famous.
know you've made it.
Right?
Oh, here's how.
When you're bigger than a porn star.
When it doesn't correct you for the porn star's
Yeah.
name. Here's another one. There's a game, I think it's called the Akinator or something. It's like an app, and you can have it guess like any character, true or like fictional or fictional.
Right. It's a
And
20 questions kind of a thing.
it is. And so, it could be the president, it could be an actor, it could be a character in a movie, it could be Spider-Man, it could be Bugs Bunny, it could be anything. And this, it's 20 questions and it's asking you. My kids the other day
Did you?
did me.
Did they find you?
No, but they thought in their world, I'm huge. I'm a rock star.
All right, so Google yourself. It's a great way
make you feel good.
to know your analytics and
You
know what's going on. in your
see
business.
all the stuff that you put out there, and it is a little bit of an
This
ego
search
booster.
found 1.2 million links.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
How good does that feel?
It's fantastic. Here's another one for the sake of time.
Sorry, did I just completely take over the
I think it's
conversation?
fantastic. We really do need your help. Otherwise, we're going to come up with something that is completely
It's going to be really dumb.
dumb. Pay yourself more.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, my friend Jack, because I know Jack.
You do know Jack.
Jack Loudon from Riviera
If
Finance.
you don't know Riviera Finance,
You don't know Jack,
Right.
but he's the funniest guy. He has all these little one-liners.
He
I think
does.
Twitter was designed for him.
yeah.
But Jack says this: your raise becomes effective when you do.
Hello.
Ouch.
Pay yourself more. We were in Phoenix a couple of weeks ago, and we were speaking to the National Association of Professional Organizers. And one of the things that we told them is, because the topic of our conversation was six-figure marketing on a $2 budget. Outrageous if you can be on the top side of the scale. Pay yourself more.
And you will get that raise.
Yep. When you
becomes
become more
effective when you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a great business tip. Be mindful of your own personal habits. Can I just call it the way that it is? If you pick your nose while you're driving down the interstate,
Ew.
and you've got a branded car, like a wrapped car or something like that, probably not going to do business with you.
Well, you know what, though? There's a lot of things that happen. If you're cutting people off, if you're terrible at parking.
Sloppily dressed or chewing gum.
I know. I like to chew gum, but
Yeah.
I know I look hideous while chewing gum, so I only chew it in the car. So hopefully I'm not being stared at by the people driving by me, but if they are, they're going to see the cow that is in the driver's seat chewing her cud.
You're not a cow chewing your cud.
I feel like it.
Well, that's you. You're really not. I sit in the car watching you. You're not a cow chewing your cud.
Nom, nom, nom.
Okay, that's a cow chewing her cud. Final thing for today. This business tip will absolutely rock your world. Don't let up on your marketing efforts because it's summer.
No,
Do not roll up the sidewalks because you think everybody's on vacation. Guess what? Vacations last a week at a time. Your marketing, your business goes all year round. Play all 60 minutes, folks.
Summertime is an effective time to put out your marketing messages, and especially if common sense says we're all rolling up, then you can beat out your competition by making sure you have an effective summertime campaign.
Absolutely. If you'd like more help on that summertime campaign, why don't you give us a ring? Call us at 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Angel and I would love to chat with you about your summertime campaign and how we might be able to partner with you and make that dynamically effective. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, and myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we want to say thank you. From the bottom of our hearts and even the top, we really do recognize you as the reason for why we do what we do. And we appreciate you sharing the show with others. We appreciate you going to the Extreme Customer Service Directory on experiencepros.com and finding a new verb for how to XP it.
Or
something
directory
like
it. Or
we need your help.
CD it.
We'll talk about this again tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560, The Source.
There's good